rounds of mixed martial arts action in the 125-pound division. Referee when the action begins, the David Shirley. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing all the way from Flint, Michigan. He weighed in at 124.5 pounds. Representing Uprising MMA, Jerome Enriquez III.
Let's go, baby!
His opponent across the cage in the red corner makes his home in Sassoon City, California. He weighed in at 125 pounds even. He represents Train for Life, Houston Scibek.
All right, it's time for the big guys, 125 pounds. I haven't weighed that much since I was in preschool. Here we go. It is Houston Scibek in the the red trunks. And it is Jerome Enriquez III in the black trunks, and he is fighting off the takedown attempt now of Houston Scibek, who now gets the takedown. Can he finish it? He's looking to move to the side, try to get past those legs, and Enriquez trying to fight that off, trying to wall walk, get back up. The scoring is difficult sometimes when they take them down and they pop back up. Sometimes you don't get credit for those takedowns. He's holding on to the cage. The referee will stop that. It is Scibek, the aggressor right now. Got that rear waist lock, and now there's the leg trip, and down goes Enriquez again and right back up to his feet. So it's hard to get those takedowns when Enriquez keeps popping back up, but Scibek not giving up on the takedown. Out of Train for Life, Sassoon City, it is Houston Scibek on these takedown attempts over and over again. And Enriquez so far has been on his heels trying to stop the takedown onslaught of Scibek. And now he's got him in quarter guard, half guard. And looking to get up again is Enriquez. And now posturing a little and landing some shots is Scibek. Scibek looking to pass. Trying to achieve full mount. Enriquez with some long legs at 125, able to stop that quickly. And now it's full guard. And landing shots from the bottom is Enriquez. And Scibek continues to throw shots. Nice shots from Scibek up top. He needs to create some separation here. He's sort of he's content to stay leaned over and land shots, but if he can sit up, posture up, and land some shots, there'll be a little bit more power behind them. Although, I think he's a little bit nervous that Enriquez is going to stand back up because he's done it now to him 3 or 4 times. 10 seconds left, short time. And we will end this round with Scibek on top and Enriquez scrambling to his feet. And he does manage to get back to his feet, and that'll be the end of that round. You can see David Shirley with the referee cam, giving you a whole nother view inside there. And Enriquez going to look to use some of that length and some of that reach and land some shots on Scibek. And if I had to be a betting man, I would bet that Scibek is going to look for those takedowns quickly. He'll probably use a couple of shots to get inside on Enriquez and then immediately look for the takedown. He is definitely comfortable on the ground with that ground and pound. There's a kick. Let's see if he does what I thought he was going to do. There's a right hand, and he shoots right in, single leg, and he's able to get it. Can he finish? And Enriquez knew it was coming, was unable to stop it, and he shot it from a long distance. Very telegraphed takedown there, but it worked. And Scibek just trying to keep him on the ground. He's going to try to cancel out that left arm, which he does. Now he's got his arm wrapped around his head, and that's going to make it a lot tougher for Enriquez to get back to his feet as he's done so many times in the first round. Scibek has a plan here, but I think he's a bit stymied by the length of Jerome Enriquez's legs, which are really, really putting a damper on him getting a pass there and getting the side control and going for any sort of submission. David Shirley looks on intently. More of the same in round number 2. Scibek on top. Great night of fights here. Firepower MMA matchmaker Chad Shepard bringing us the best in mixed martial arts action on the West Coast. It is the 916 Doubletree Hotel, Sacramento, California. I am the voice of champions, Jim Cooley, calling all the action here tonight in our big fights, including our big main event coming up later tonight. Isaac De La Torre and Donnie Todd. Should be another one. Teammate here of Jerome Enriquez, Brian Tapia. We'll see him a little bit later on tonight, all the way from Morelos, Mexico. And he'll be taking on Daniel Robles of Team Alpha Male. So a lot of good fights coming up here tonight. As going for an arm bar from the bottom was Jerome Enriquez. Pulling out of it handily was Houston Scibek. Landing some hammer fists, some shots to the body. Continues to work from the top. Staying busy is Houston Scibek. And thus far, he is dominating this fight. Jerome Enriquez III just has no answer for the ground game, the top game, I should say, of Houston Scibek. And they're back to their feet. 2 rounds in the books. I have to give them both to Scibek. I have it 2018 Scibek. And the camp from Uprising MMA will look to put a fire under their fighter's tail here and see what he can do. I think he just needs to keep it on his feet and try to turn it into a striking game. He does get in half guard. Unfortunately, though, you can tell that Scibek has that wrestling background and he's able to control his opponent on the ground. David Shirley will check for mouthpieces. There they are. Veteran referee of Camo, his father, a boxer and boxing promoter here in the Sacramento area. David Shirley, a legacy here in combat sports in the 916. Teep kick from Jerome Enriquez that lands, and the body shot is going to get him taken down again. And this has just been the story of this fight. Houston Scibek came in with a game plan, and it was to control Jerome Enriquez on the ground, and it has worked miraculously here. I mean, he has had no trouble. As I said, Enriquez doing his best to get to his feet. He's done it several times, but just not enough. He's got the arm wrapped around as though he's going to look for a guillotine. At this point right now, it's hindering him more than it is helping him. He needs to let go of that head. There you go. Don't want to get caught in that head and arm either. He's got it. There you go. He's going to pull through, avoid that head and arm choke from the top. Heads up from the ground there for Jerome Enriquez, and now hammer fist from the top as Scibek continues to control the ground game. And it's not that he's doing a ton of damage to Jerome Enriquez. You know, there's not a lot of damage on the face or anywhere really, but the problem is he has controlled the entirety of this fight. From bell to bell in all 3 rounds, it has been all Houston Scibek. Just a rough matchup for Jerome Enriquez. And you hear the crowd chant Houston as they get firmly behind Scibek from Sassoon City. 125-pounders. And right now, I mean, the best hope right now for Enriquez, other than standing up and creating a stand-up fight, is to really look for a sub from the bottom. And with 10 seconds left, unfortunately, it's going to be too little too late, and Houston Scibek is going to walk away with this fight here at Firepower MMA. And that'll be the final bell. 3 rounds in the books. I saw them all for Scibek. Enriquez was a game opponent. He came out and did his thing, but had a really hard time keeping Scibek off the top of him. And unfortunately, that's how the fight's going to end.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 action-packed rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges see this bout the same way. For your winner by unanimous decision, in the red corner, Houston Scibek. Hey, Michaela. Guess who's fighting next? You ready? All right. I don't want to see any crying or crazy screaming. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the cage,